A silver-haired man fires a handgun point blank. The muzzle flash lights up his cold eyes. Boss Cow stumbles back, clutching his chest. Blood sprays from the wound. His men scream his name in panic. One of them opens fire wildly at the assassin. The silver-haired man takes the bullets. Orange energy flares from his chest as he stands his ground. He falls back looking at the sky. He thinks about how unfair it is that everyone only gets one life. Kaosu lies on the ground dying. The man tells him he cannot buy his life back now. The man reaches out to the sky. He finally avenged his parents, but he feels empty. I will not accept this. His hand grasps at the fading light. Dark tendrils drag his soul down into the abyss. He falls into the darkness. His eye snaps open in a sudden jolt. He is alive. He wakes up in a messy bedroom. A blue notification floats in the air. He checks his chest. There are no bullet holes. He asks himself if he was not killed by Kaosu's bodyguard. He looks around the room. He realizes this is where he lived when he was in school. A poster on the wall advertises Conviction. It is a full immersion VR MMO in open beta. Conviction just launched. He realizes he really came back. He stands in front of a mirror holding a photo. He says his name is Nyan. The photo shows his parents. He remembers them clearly. He remembers his parents doing business with polonium metals. It was a strategic resource that made them rich. His father opened a metal refining company. They quickly became wealthy, but the money attracted the wrong people. He was 5 years old when his father's business was destroyed by a rival. Rain pours on two graves. His parents are gone. The company is bankrupt. His father chose poison over life. He spent 10 years chasing revenge, wasted his youth. In the end, he only had one choice left, but heaven gave him a second chance. He swears he will not lose anything again. Conviction is more than a game. It is the future, a world that will change everything. He checks his phone, July 25th. The game has only been running for 7 days. Even now, the highest levels are only in the mid-20s. With his knowledge, he can dominate. He checks his savings, just enough for the most basic game helmet. It will have to do. He grips his shirt. Kaosu destroyed his family. This time the debt will be paid. He throws on his jacket. This time he will change everything. No more regrets. Night falls over the city, lights flicker in the windows, a new story begins. He holds the helmet, 7 days behind everyone else, but he has a lifetime of experience. The helmet activates, blue light floods his vision, the connection is established. Entering Conviction, the digital world awaits its new master. The map opens. 3 great factions control the land. He must choose his home. The Greenland Empire, humans ruled by an elder council. Order and law. The Saturn Empire, a chaotic alliance of dwarves, orcs, and elves. Strength above all. The Dark Faction, dictator-led demons and undead. Fear and power rule here. The Giant Tribe, peace-loving but strong. A neutral path for those who seek balance. He remembers his past life. The Shadow Dancer class, years of mastery wasted. This time he will choose it again. Maximize his advantage. Use every secret he knows. He chooses the Greenland Empire and the system prompts him to name his character. He names himself Nirvana Flame, a fitting name for someone reborn from the ashes of his past life. The system confirms the character creation. He is finally entering the game world. He spawns into Carol City, the capital of the Greenland Empire. It is bustling with new players. He touches his face. The sensation is real. He whispers to himself that he is finally back. He allocates his stat points, 3 to strength and 2 to agility. He refuses to repeat the mistakes of his past life. The teleportation point glows. It connects the major cities and towns, a vital hub for any adventurer. A merchant shouts about a level 3 white-grade dagger. He claims it is a limited offer, only 2 copper. Nyan remembers the truth. Those daggers are a scam. He knows exactly where to get them for free. Another merchant sells the stealth skill book for 6 copper, a must-have for any thief class. 6 copper is too expensive for most new players. They simply cannot afford it. Nyan approaches the merchant. He asks for the price of the stealth skill book. He recalls a hidden monster zone near Track Town. The Murloc wizards there drop stealth books constantly. He asks for the book for free. In exchange, he offers a secret that will let the merchant farm dozens of books in a day. The merchant scoffs at him. He calls him a lunatic for trying to mooch a free item. Nyan stops him. He reveals he knows the merchant farms these books from Murloc wizards in Link Town. The merchant is shocked. He asks how Nyan knows his farming spot. Nyan drops the exact coordinates. He proves his knowledge is absolute. The merchant realizes this level 0 player knows things no beginner should. He is terrified. The merchant caves in. He trades the stealth book for the secret information. The merchant is hyped. He tells his bro he is heading there right now to try it out. Nyan wishes him good luck. He also reminds him that Murloc wizards drop the Night Owl Perception Book too. The merchant teleports away instantly. He does not want to waste a single second. Now Nyan has the stealth skill. He thinks he should go open that hidden treasure chest. He arrives at Track Town. It is bustling with players, but he has a specific destination in mind. He opens the skill book. Blue energy swirls around him as the system confirms he learned stealth. A close-up of his foot stepping forward. He is ready to move, activating skill stealth. He enters a concealed state to avoid detection. He dashes out of the city with incredible speed. He is on a mission. He leaps through the air. The movement is fluid and fast. He arrives at the Wildcat Monster Zone. The forest looks dangerous. The Wildcats here are low level, level 2 and level 4, but they are not his target. There is a silver chest hidden high up in a tree. It is guarded by level 5 Wildcats. Nyan looks at the chest. He explains that conviction chests range from white to legendary. A graphic shows the different chest tiers: white, silver, gold, dark gold, and legendary. The items in the chest are fixed. Once taken, the chest disappears forever. That is the hidden silver chest in the Wildcat Monster Zone. No one has taken it yet. Even though it is a level 5 monster zone, he is only level 1. It seems impossible. The good news is that dying here does not cause experience or equipment loss. He activates stealth again to get closer without being seen. Nyan dashes through the Wildcat Zone. He knows he cannot get too close or they will detect him. A Wildcat leaps at him. He dodges the attack with incredible speed. He lands near the silver chest. The Wildcats are closing in fast. The system announces he is opening the chest. Nyan stays calm. He knows stealth could break at any moment. A Wildcat spots him from below. It lets out a growl. He opens the chest. The system confirms it took him 27 seconds. Close-up of Nyan's eyes. He is focused. He knows what he is looking for. He pulls out a skill book. He finally got it. His perfect leveling path begins now. The skill book is Vital Strike. It deals extra damage when hitting vital points. Any faction can use it. Nyan grins holding the Vital Strike book. He says this skill will cut his leveling time in half. He absorbs the skill instantly. Blue light swirls as the system confirms the acquisition. Stealth wears off. The Wildcats below spot him immediately. They are not happy. He jumps from the tree. Gravity takes hold as he plummets toward the swarm of monsters. Close-up of his face, he says, "Thanks for sharing the path with me." The Wildcats tear him apart. He has no gear to survive this. It is a massacre. System notifications pop up. You have died. You dropped one novice standard glove. He respawns in the city. He looks at his hands. This free resurrection is actually pretty handy. He brushes off the death. He says, "Now to start executing my leveling plan." A view of the bustling city streets. The adventure is just beginning. Nyan stands on a hill overlooking a small village. He says this place will be his base. He talks to Hunter Klaus. The quest to collect 20 silver-gray giant rat skulls is accepted. He meets Farmer End. He accepts another quest to kill the same rats. Pharmacist Gil stops him. He mentions a young man helping the villagers. Darkness surrounds Nyan. He realizes this is the hidden quest trigger from Pharmacist Gil. A giant claw steps into the grass. The beast is nearby. The silver-gray giant rat appears. It is level 1 with 53 HP. Nyan leaps into action. He uses Vital Strike on the rat. The rat falls dead. He obtains the skull and tail immediately. A golden light explodes from the corpse. He shouts, "Whoa, it dropped equipment." Nyan checks the loot: tough leather leggings, white grade, defense +4. He knows these sell for at least 7 silver at the auction house. Not bad for a start. Back to the grind. He pulls aggro on a pack of wildcats. They chase him down. He turns and fights. Vital Strike, Vital Strike. He cuts through them with precision. Close-up of his face. He is focused. He knows exactly what he is doing. He heads to the village. He needs to turn in those rat skulls to the hunter and the farmer. The system confirms it. He has completed the quest. He gains experience and reputation. He lists the leggings at the auction house. He needs the money for gear. Time to gear up. He heads to the weapon shop. The shopkeeper greets him. "Welcome, esteemed adventurer. What can I do for you?" Nyan makes his request. "I need a crossbow, usable at level 0. Fire rate +3. The shopkeeper shows him the goods. Small powerful crossbow, triple shot, 39 copper coins. Nyan buys it. He also grabs 9 bundles of bolts. He pays with his hard-earned copper. He leaves the shop. The shopkeeper waves him off. Safe travels. He checks his map. He needs to find a specific spot, a place with wild buffaloes. Nyan explains the zone, the Wild Buffalo Zone, level 8 monsters. The top players are only level 25, but he has his memories. He can handle a monster 10 levels above him, even at level 0. The zone is dangerous. He sees the buffaloes grazing in the distance. He finds a vantage point, coordinates 859. He remembers this spot. He spots his target, a leader-class monster, the Wild Buffalo Leader. Nyan lines up his shot. He says this spot is perfect. The buffalo is also just within the crossbow's attack range. 3 bolts fly through the air. They streak toward the massive beast below. The bolts hit the Wild Buffalo Leader. The system shows it is level 8. The level gap is huge. He reloads. He says no problem. He brought 9,000 bolts to wear the beast down to death. More bolts slam into the buffalo. It roars in pain but keeps charging. The beast's eyes glow red. It is getting angry. Its health bar barely moves. The buffalo charges at him. Here it comes. The ground shakes. Nyan fires again. The bolts hit the beast's head. It staggers. The buffalo slams into the rocks. Dust and debris fly everywhere. A storm of bolts rains down. The sound fills the air. He is not stopping. The system shows his bolt count dropping. He has used thousands already. 3 hours pass. The buffalo is still alive. It looks exhausted but still dangerous. Nyan is sweating. He says he burned through nearly 4,000 bolts. The beast still is not dead. The buffalo makes one last desperate charge. It is covered in bolts. It misses him. The beast stumbles. It is finally weakening. The buffalo crashes into the ground. It is done. The fight is over. The beast collapses into a ravine. Smoke rises from its body. The system announces the kill, cross-level kill. He gains massive experience. He levels up to 2. Nyan approaches the corpse. He says, "Let me see what it dropped." He picks up the loot. It is a bronze-grade dagger, the horn dagger. Nice drop. Conviction's equipment is divided into 5 tiers: white, silver, gold, dark gold, and legendary grades. Bronze-grade weapons have about 20% higher attack than regular weapons, plus 1 additional property. A wild buffalo dropped level 8 equipment. This dagger should sell for at least 3 silver coins, but first I need to get it identified to see its exact properties. Your tough leather leggings have been sold. Copper coins plus 8. Player Flying Stone is requesting to call you. Flying Stone, that silent paladin guy from before, except, Master, I went to the coordinates you gave me. It really works. I have already gotten 2 stealth books and my leveling speed is 3 times as fast as before. Master, I only gave you 1 stealth book and learned about such a good spot. Why are you like a huge boss? No big deal. Just do not forget to send me a night owl perception skill when you get one. If one drops, I will mail it to you immediately, Master. But Master, how did you know about this spot? Maybe you have a secret report. I played another character before, deleted it and started fresh as a thief. I see. Your previous character must have been really high level, maybe even in the top rankings. By the way, Master, did you ever run the Murloc Wizard Camp dungeon on your old character? Our team tried running it several times these past few days. We have wiped multiple times. We have lost so much equipment and experience. No problem, full walkthrough guide, a small price, no negotiation. Master, you really have a complete guide for Murloc Wizard Camp, of course. Master, I trust you, just 2 silver coins, how about me? I will definitely come out on top. Time to get my dagger identified. Tracktown, 10 copper coins. In Conviction, NPC identification fees are usually 5% of the item's buyback price. Market prices for unidentified bronze daggers hover around 2 silver coins. Identify, copper coins minus 10, night dagger, quality bronze level, requirement level 1, properties attack plus 15, endurance plus 5, weight 1.5, user restriction thief, any faction can use. Normally would not be such a good weapon, but combined with a high attack skill like Vital Strike, it will be a deadly combo. The combination is enough to make any thief cream their pants. Nyan reviews his new skills. He has Vital Strike and Stealth but still lacks direct combat power. As a thief, he needs a support skill. He considers breathing and bandaging but decides potions are better since he can buy them. He heads to the medicine shop. He asks for 2 basic underwater breathing potions. Inside the shop, he tells the pharmacist he wants to learn combat bandaging first. The pharmacist agrees. The map shows Rando Lake. A fishman village blocks the path to the water. Nyan rushes through the zone. He moves too fast for the fishman to react. He arrives at the village. He notes that clearing this usually requires a full party of level 3s. A system announcement declares the area an intermediate combat zone. He needs to be careful. Flashback to the top players of the Triumphant Guild. Nyan knows he's still far behind them. He activates stealth. He plans to sneak through while they are distracted. He dashes past the guards. The fishermen swing their weapons but hit nothing but air. Stealth ends abruptly. He is exposed on the beach. A fireball strikes him from behind. He takes 21 damage. The attacker is Purple Fire. He mocks Nyan for being a solo player. Nyan realizes the mage has a 2-second cast time. He decides to close the gap. He charges in. He refuses to run away. Nyan closes the distance. He prepares to strike. Purple Fire panics. He tries to maintain distance. The mage casts Blazing Fire Ring. The flames explode outward. Nyan takes 39 damage. He is caught in the blast. Nyan chugs a basic instant recovery potion mid-fight. His health shoots back up by 891 points. Purple Fire panics as Nyan closes the gap. He yells, "You think you can resist when a thief gets close." The mage desperately casts another fire ring. He screams, "Get away." Nyan tanks the explosion head-on. He calculates the damage. After taking so many hits, his health should be around 20 points. Purple Fire is confident. He thinks he has 51 HP left. He prepares a final fireball. He shouts, "Die." The fireball slams into Nyan. The impact is massive, but the smoke clears. Yan bursts through the flames. He uses Vital Strike. The red slash is brutal. Purple Fire is in shock. He stammers. How is this possible? He asks why a level 2 thief did not die. Yan stands over him. He smiles. He says he knows it is an instant health potion. Purple Fire realizes he is defeated. Yan tells him to figure out the answers after he respawns in town. Yan looks at the loot. He thinks a level 8 bronze shield will sell for at least 50 silver coins. Meanwhile, other players are fighting nearby. One yells, "Oh no," right by the lake. Purple Fire died. Yan sprints away from the scene. He is moving fast. A warrior chases him. He taunts, "You think you can run?" The warrior swings a massive sword. He shouts, "Not that easy." Yan dodges the linear sword skill. The blade misses him by inches. The warrior is stunned. He thinks, "This guy is so fast, he dodged that." Yan drinks an underwater breathing potion. He dives into the lake to escape. The warrior and a mage chase him to the edge. They yell, "Stop him." They attack from the cliff. One uses a fire slash. The other jumps down with a spear. Yan dives into the water to escape the triumphant guild. The surface explodes behind him as their attacks crash into the lake. He swims deep. The water is turbulent from the impact, but he keeps moving down. A massive wave crashes against the cliff. The force of the impact is huge. The warriors stand on the shore looking at the ripples. They realize he is gone. None of them have underwater breathing potions. They cannot chase him. A mage asks where he went. Another tells them not to let him escape the lake. A leader in the guild asks Purple Fire about the thief's name. He wants to know who killed his man. Underwater, Yan thinks Purple Fire will respawn in 30 minutes. He has time, finally away from the trouble. He remembers there are treasure chests at the bottom of Rando Lake. He spots a chest glowing in the distance. He swims towards it. He opens the chest, a special item, underwater breathing. It grants a skill. It is actually a skill book. He thinks it is useless since he already has the potion, but he takes it. Suddenly, a trident flies past his face. He barely dodges it. Fishmen appear from the shadows. He realizes he swam into a nest. Underwater, he would be no match for them. He needs to get out. The fishmen roar. They are angry. They charge at him. An explosion erupts near the village. The triumphant guild is attacking the fishmen on the surface. The fishmen are distracted by the guild. They turn to fight the new threat. Yan smiles. The guild is doing the work for him. He thanks them sarcastically. He swims away while they fight. He discovers Heart Lake Island. Yan spots a familiar face in the water. It is Yao Yao, his old mage teammate from his past life. He remembers their history. They had quite a few adventures together back then. Yao Yao senses something. She sees Yan swimming and wonders if he is a monster. He dives deeper to avoid her attack. She fires a water spell at him. Yan uses Vital Strike on a nearby water spider to show he is friendly. Yao Yao casts Holy Judgment on another spider. She is clearing the monsters around him. Their attacks sync up perfectly. They take down the spiders together. The water clears. They stand on the shore, the defeated monsters floating away. Yan thanks her for the help. He plays it cool. Yao Yao is surprised. She asks for his name. He gives her a fake name. He says he is Nirvana Flame. She repeats the name. She seems to recognize something in him. She sends a friend request. She says she wants to repay him for saving her. Yan accepts the request. He asks what she is doing at Heart Lake Island. She explains she has a quest to kill water spiders. She needs to collect silk thread. Yan reveals he also needs silk thread. He suggests they party up. Yao Yao agrees. She trades him 12 silk threads she already collected. Yan is shocked by the value. He realizes she is being incredibly generous. She insists. She says the items are nothing compared to the experience loss he saved her from. A water spider lord suddenly attacks from behind. The boss monster appears. Yao Yao casts Holy Judgment. The light explodes around the water spider lord. The boss takes massive damage. Numbers fly off its body. Yan jumps in. He tells her to take the aggro while he deals damage. He moves fast. The spider tries to strike, but he is already gone. Yao Yao keeps the pressure up. She casts Holy Judgment and Holy Strike together. The spider is overwhelmed. It cannot handle the two of them working together. The final blow lands. The water spider lord collapses into the water. A system message appears. They successfully killed the boss. Yao Yao looks at him. She is surprised by his skill. She says his movements are familiar, like they have partied before. Yan plays it cool. He asks what is wrong. Yao Yao smiles. She invites him to raid the Shadow Forest with her team. Yan asks Yao Yao about her party composition. He specifically wants to know about their shield warriors and their defense stats. Yao Yao replies that they have 2 shield warriors. She states their defense is 53 and their HP is 230. Yan shakes his head. He explains that the Dryad King has a 2% chance to critically strike. If defense is not at least 60, the tank gets 1 shot. Yao Yao is shocked. She says she has never heard anyone say the Dryad King can crit before. She asks how he even knows this. Yao Yao looks conflicted. She says the party has been preparing for a while and they cannot just back out now. Yan offers a solution. He says there's one more way. He asks to be the one to command the raid. Yao Yao hesitates. She says she trusts his strength but is not sure she can command others in the party. But she says she will try her best anyway. The scene shifts. Yan and Yao Yao are standing before the boss loot. Yan says let us see what the boss dropped. Yan uses the appraisal skill on a pair of boots. The system reveals they are silk gauntlets, bronze grade with +2 mana and +3 defense. Yan hands the boots to Yao Yao. He says it is perfect mage gear and it is hers. Yao Yao asks what about him. Yan holds up a skill book. He says the boss dropped rare silk and a thief skill book called Assassinate. He says he will just take these two. Yao Yao is happy. She hugs the boots and says that is great. She says he got quite the haul too, so she will not be shy. A system announcement appears. It says the game will shut down in 3 minutes. Players must prepare to log off. Yao Yao says the servers are closing. Yao Yao waves goodbye. She says Nirvana Flame see you next time. Yan waves back. He says then he should log off too. Today's leveling ends here for now. The scene changes to the real world. Yan wakes up in his bed. He says it is already the next morning. Yan puts on his shoes. He thinks that his leveling and conviction can pause for now, but his body needs training as well. Yan stands in his room. He thinks there will definitely be people targeting him in the future. He decides to let physical training be the priority. The view shifts to the street outside. Yan is walking on the sidewalk near a tall apartment building. Disaster strikes. A massive truck suddenly swerves onto the sidewalk. Yan is hit by the vehicle with a loud crash. Yan gets hit by the truck and flies backward. The impact is brutal. He collapses on the pavement. Blood pools under him as he clutches his chest. A girl with pink hair rushes over. She kneels beside him looking worried. She grabs his hand. She asks if he is okay and calls him Yan. She tells him to wait. She says she has a first aid kit in her car. She runs to her car. Yan watches her go and thinks about who she is. She grabs the kit. She remembers how she was targeted in his past life because of him. She wraps his arm. She tells him to stop being so reckless all the time. He looks at her face. He smiles softly and thinks she is still just as cute as before. She asks if he is even listening. He says he has got her for that, do not he. She blushes and walks away. She says who cares about him and gets in her car. She drives off. She thinks about the name Nirvana Flame and wonders if it is really him. Yan stands alone. He thinks about how seeing her again makes him happy. His phone rings. It is Tang Yao calling him. Tang Yao yells at him. He asks where the hell he disappeared to for 2 days. Yan thinks about Tang Yao. He remembers how his friend died protecting him last time. Tang Yao talks about fighting. Yan decides he will never let that happen again. Tang Yao puts his arm around Yan. He says, finally caught you, kid. They walk together. Tang Yao asks if he has played Conviction lately. Tang Yao says he is a level 2 flame mage. He suggests they hit the PK arena. Yan and Tang Yao enter the arcade. The screen shows the PK arena rules, only 1 or 2 players per match. A guy with blue hair greets Tang Yao. He says, well, if it is not young Master Tang, always right on time to hand us more money. Tang Yao glares at him. He says, HMPH, we will see who is handing money to whom today. The guy is Wei Kai. Wei Kai spots Yan. He asks, Yan, you came too? He laughs. I did not teach you enough of a lesson last time. Tang Yao puts his arm around Yan. He says, relax. As long as I am here, they will not dare do anything to you. Yan says, yeah. Wei Kai looks at Yan. He thinks, weird, why is this kid Yan so calm today? Did he grow a spine? Did something happen? Tang Yao holds a VR helmet. He yells, quit dawdling and get over here. 200 per round. The screen shows the match. Yan level 3 Arcane Mage versus Wei Kai level 3 Berserker. Yan says, fine, I am in. Wei Kai thinks. Wei Kai is a level 3 Berserker and he knows charge. That is a bad matchup for an Arcane Mage. The virtual world loads. It is a bright prairie. The terrain is flat and open. Yan stands in the prairie, the text says, and it is flat prairie terrain, hard for an Arcane Mage to dodge on. Tang Yao is probably going to lose. A guy with gray hair calls out, hey Yan, he says, stop watching. That kid Tang Yao is definitely losing this round. How about we play a round 2? Yan looks at him. He says, sure, but just 1 round, and if the stake is too small, I am not interested. The gray-haired guy gets angry. He yells, you brat, acting all cocky now. I am definitely teaching you a lesson today. I have 700 on me. 1 round, all in. The screen shows the new match. Yan level 2 Shadow Dancer Thief versus Shifeng level 2 Ranger. The virtual world loads. It is a dense bamboo forest. Yan thinks bamboo forest. Shifeng yells, stealth. Yan activates stealth. He disappears from sight. Shifeng looks around. He cannot find Yan. He thinks, where did he go? The wind blows through the bamboo. Yan is moving silently through the forest. Shifeng jumps through the trees. He says, HMPH, arrogant fool, you are definitely losing today. Shifeng is getting frustrated. He yells, where the hell did that kid hide? Yan is perched high in the bamboo. He thinks, just as I thought. His presence is second nature to me now. Yan drops from above. He moves like a blur. Shifeng barely sees him coming. The hit lands clean, Shifeng takes 40 damage. His health bar drops to 70 out of 110. Shifeng spins around, he yells, "When did you get behind me?" Naiyan is already gone. Naiyan appears behind him again, he says, "It is over." The system shows vital strike. The final blow connects. Shifeng takes 70 damage, he collapses. Naiyan wins the match. Shifeng gets deleted from the virtual world in a burst of blue pixels. Man, that was fast. The screen flashes a giant ko. The crowd is in disbelief that brat Shifeng lost that fast. A white-haired guy watches the screen, he thinks. Picking a level 2 newbie ranger really is bullying him. He looks at the VR helmet, he thinks. Why, just a few simple movements, yet he managed to strike right at the weak point and kill in a single blow. Since when did this kid Nyan become so proficient? The guy stands up, he is clearly suspicious. The other guys are shocked. Is this really the kid who used to be timid and always got pushed around by others? Nyan takes off his helmet. He asks, "How did it go?" Tang Yao looks defeated. He says, "Do not mention it. I lost both rounds and I am down 1200. Tang Yao complains, "Damn it, that beat me was a berserker's anti-magic aura. It completely counters arcane mages." Nyan explains, "Actually, anti-magic aura only reduces a bit of magic damage. It is not as strong as you think. As long as you time your spells properly, dealing with anti-magic is not that hard." Tang Yao looks at him. He says, "But you sure know a lot, huh? Where did you learn all this?" Nyan hands him the cash. He says, "You just won that." Tang Yao is surprised. He asks, "You just won that?" The gray-haired guy gets angry. He yells, "Punk," acting all cocky now. He grabs Nyan by the collar. He says, "You really dare win our money? Watch how I teach you a lesson today." Nyan grabs his wrist. He twists it. The guy screams in pain. Nyan throws him across the room. The guy crashes into the wall. Nyan thinks, "In my previous life, I also trained a bit to deal with Cao Su." Tang Yao is shocked. He asks, "What? When did my bro get this strong?" The other guys are scared. One says, "We better not mess with him. This guy is definitely not easy to deal with." Another calls him a coward. A blue-haired guy looks at Nyan. He thinks, Nyan really is completely different from before. The blue-haired guy steps forward. He asks, "You just beat my underling." The blue-haired guy smirks and says he just played around a bit and Nyan was a little weak. Nyan crosses his arms and asks if the blue-haired guy is interested in a round with him. The blue-haired guy grins and says he is fine with that, but if the stakes are too low, he is not playing. The blue-haired guy says 1,000 per round for 3 rounds total. Nyan holds up 2 fingers and says 3,000 per round. The blue-haired guy gets angry and says fine, he will play along. He says he does not believe a level 2 shadow dancer thief can pull off a miracle. Tang Yao grabs Nyan by the shoulders and asks if he is crazy and if he even has that much money. Nyan smiles and says no, that is why he is asking to borrow it from him. Tang Yao sighs and says damn, whatever, he will stake his life and back him up. The screen shows the match loading. Nyan level 2 shadow dancer thief versus the blue-haired guy level 3 berserker. The virtual world loads. It is a wide open grassland with a bird flying overhead. Tang Yao looks worried and says not good at his open plains. He says this terrain is terrible for thieves who need to stay hidden. The blue-haired guy stands in the field and says, "Young Master Nai, this is unfair, we can change the map." Nyan says no need. He says let us just use this grassland map and activate stealth. The blue-haired guy charges forward, swinging his sword through the air. He looks around confused and asks where is he. The blue-haired guy thinks the grass will be able to mask his position, and he can even use the grass to judge his movement path. The blue-haired guy thinks Nyan must be moving slowly in stealth to avoid exposing flaws. He charges forward, swinging his sword through the tall grass, trying to catch him. Nyan drops from above and lands a critical hit, dealing massive damage. The blue-haired guy spins around confused, asking how this brat slipped behind him. Nyan activates Whirlwind Slash, creating a massive green vortex of energy. The attack connects, dealing heavy damage, but the blue-haired guy counters with a punch. The blue-haired guy smirks, thinking he has found his key to victory in that brief cooldown. He swings his great sword with full force, aiming to crush Nyan while he is vulnerable. Nyan sees an opening in the attack pattern and decides to strike now. He lands a precise vital strike right into the enemy, dealing critical damage. The spectators are shocked, asking how that is even possible with such precise timing. The blue-haired guy takes the hit and is sent flying backward, screaming in pain. Nyan yells out Flame Slash, unleashing a powerful fire attack to finish the fight. The blue-haired guy screams go to hell as he is engulfed in the flames and defeated. Tang Yao screams at Nyan to get out of the way as the attack comes. Wei Kai wants to use his charge skill to force him back, as a thief getting close is exactly where he wants. Nyan takes the hit head-on. He refuses to give up his advantage against the melee ranger. The blue-haired guy is furious. He yells that Nyan actually tanked his skill. He calls him arrogant. The ranger swings his sword with full force. He unleashes a Flame Slash. The red energy swirls around him as he attacks. The impact is massive. Not good, charge comes with a brief stun. If that hits, Nyan is done for. He dodged it. He dodged a point-blank linear slash at that distance. Charge has a smaller hit box than his dagger. As long as he finds this opening, the win is his. Nyan counters with a whirlwind slash. The green energy clashes with the red. The final blow lands clean. The impact sends the ranger flying. The ranger collapses. His health bar drops to 0. Nyan wins the match. He takes down a level 3 berserker. Tang Yao is in disbelief. He yells that a level 2 thief beat a level 3 berserker. The blue-haired guy stares at his helmet. He cannot believe he actually lost. Damn, not bad kid, you play way above your level. Tang Yao puts his arm around Nyan. He asks him to teach him how to play arcane mage. The blue-haired guy walks away with his entourage. He asks if they are thinking of welshing on the bet. Young Master Tang, what do you take me for? I honor my bets. He tells them to come collect at his bar, then he leaves. The blue-haired boss watches Nyan leave. He tells his underling that you cannot just look at how someone is now. You have to look further down the line. That kid has changed. One day he might soar to the top, so we do not become his enemies. Nyan celebrates with Tang Yao. He says come on, he won a lot, so drinks are on him. As for arcane mage stuff, he will teach him in game tonight. The scene shifts to night. The moon hangs over the city buildings. Nyan works out intensely. He does sit-ups and push-ups on his mat. Being young really is great. After working out, it is time to log into conviction. He puts on the helmet. He thinks about his promise to join the Eternal Night Kingdom on Cao Su's team. Nyan enters the game. He materializes in the virtual world, back in conviction. A notification beeps. A friend request pops up from player Stork. A storage notification follows from Silver Stork. Nyan accepts the request. He thinks Stork should be Tang Yao. Since he is helping him, he might as well let him tag along for a forest. As for Osmet's muddy swamp, he cannot keep guiding him non-stop or people will get suspicious. Better to wait until Osmet's swamp wipes a few times, then he can name his price. For now, he should turn in this hidden quest first. He approaches an old man fishing by the river. A hidden quest triggers. The old man is Physician Blevins. He asks how many silk threads the young man collected. Esteemed physician, here are 30 silk threads I found. The physician thanks him for his generosity. He gives him 30 potions and decides to teach him a skill. Nyan and Tang Yao spot 2 stunning women approaching them in the city square. The pink-haired woman tells Nirvana Flame she convinced Sister Yu Lan and warns him not to embarrass her. Chenbo, a shadow dancer thief, watches with a smirk and clicks his tongue in annoyance. A blonde woman in white and gold armor greets them and asks if they are the team for the forest dungeon. Nyan confirms he is confident they can clear the forest, but demands everyone follow his calls as the party leader. A blonde woman and a tall armored man stand silently looking skeptical of the situation. Chenbo challenges Nyan, asking why they should listen to him and fearing he might lead them to a wipe. Chenbo gets called out by Yulan for breaking their agreement and questioning her loyalty to an outsider. Yulan apologizes to Nyan on Chenbo's behalf and tells him to create the party so everyone can join. Nyan creates the party and sets the rules. He says if anyone disobeys, they will be kicked. If they cause a wipe, they owe him 10 silver coins. Notifications pop up as Yulan, Yao Yao He Zai, and Mineral Water join the party. Yulan declares that from now on Captain Nirvana Flame's orders are her orders. She warns that anyone causing trouble will be expelled. Chenbo reluctantly joins the party looking annoyed as the notification appears. Nyan addresses the group. He says they all share the same goal to clear the Dryad Forest dungeon. He warns against causing a wipe and promises to compensate everyone 10 silver coins if he makes a bad call. The pink-haired girl and the shield warrior react with shock to the mention of 10 silver coins. Yao Yao tells Yulan that Nyan is confident and decisive. She believes he can lead them through the forest. Nyan tells everyone to check their gear and potions. He says, let us start with the usual briefing. The shield warrior introduces himself as Plain Water. He lists his stats and says he is the party's main tank. 2 other players introduce themselves. One is a warrior named Pumpkin and the other is a mage named Blazing. Nyan just thinks Pumpkin. Nyan orders Plain Water to buy a haste potion and Pumpkin to buy a strength potion. Pumpkin and Plain Water are shocked at the cost of potions. They worry about not earning the money back even if they clear the dungeon. Chenbo thinks to himself that with that many potions, even he could lead a clear of the forest. Tang Yao smirks and tells Chenbo to stop talking. He offers to lend him money if he is broke. Chenbo gets angry and yells at Tang Yao, calling him a cheapskate. Yao Yao asks Nyan if they really need the potions. Nyan says he is not going for the fastest clear but the safest move. Yulan tells everyone to just follow the instructions and buy the potions. The group reluctantly agrees. After everyone finishes buying potions, Nyan says good, since everyone is ready, let us head out. The party arrives at the entrance of the Dryad Forest. It is a massive stone gate surrounded by ancient trees. Yan tells everyone to wait here for a bit. He says he's going to activate the dungeon. He approaches the strange boulder with mysterious words carved into it. A blue light glows as he touches it. The system narrates the lore about the shepherd's whistle and dark elves. Yan mutters to himself about these damned dark elves. A system window pops up asking to select the difficulty for the Dryad Forest dungeon. The options range from easy to master. Yan's finger hovers over the options. He decisively taps on the red button labeled Expert. The party is suddenly engulfed in a swirl of green light as the dungeon activates. The screen blurs with motion. A notification appears. You have entered the Dryad Forest dungeon. Dungeon difficulty expert. The party members look shocked. One asks what is going on. Another yells asking if he picked the wrong setting. Yulan looks thoughtful. She thinks someone like him would not make such a rookie mistake. She wonders if he planned to challenge expert mode from the start. Chen Bo gets angry. He accuses Yan of coming here to screw them over. He asks if they offended him somehow. Yan looks back calmly. He says since he brought them in, he obviously has a way to get them out. He tells Chen Bo if he is not happy he can leave the party. Yao Yao steps in. She tells Chen Bo she is the one who invited Nirvana Flame. She says if he has a problem with her just say it. Chen Bo looks flustered. He stammers saying no Yao Yao. He says he does not have a problem with her. Chen Bo thinks to himself. He did not expect Yao Yao to stand up for an outsider. He thinks damn guy. Yan explains the difficulty. He says expert difficulty is not that hard. The monsters just have more HP and defense. Yulan thinks to herself. She says easy for him to say. In a dungeon, even the slightest deviation can cause a wipe. She wonders where his confidence comes from. Yao Yao asks Yan if he is really sure about this. Yan smiles and tells her to relax. He says it will be fine. Chen Bo looks annoyed. He says he wants to see exactly how Yan plans to command them through expert mode. The group stands at the entrance of the dark forest. The massive trees loom over them as they prepare to enter. Yan warns the party they have entered the Dryad's attack range and orders them to spread out immediately. Vines erupt from the ground without warning. The party scrambles to dodge the surprise assault. A massive vine whips through the air with terrifying speed. It targets the shield warrior directly. The impact is devastating. The vine slams down with enough force to shatter the earth beneath it. The party watches in horror as the warrior is caught. He is completely helpless against the dungeon boss. The vine constricts around him instantly. There is no time to react or cut him free. The shield warrior screams for help. He begs Captain Nirvana Flame to save him as he is dragged away. The pink-haired girl screams for help as the vine squeezes her tighter. Yan takes charge immediately. He orders plain water and dumpling to attack from the right. The shield warrior charges in. He slams his shield against the massive vine to break its grip. The impact sends shockwaves through the ground. The vine loosens its hold on the girl. The Dryad retaliates with a barrage of colorful energy blasts. The forest lights up with magical explosions. A massive blue explosion erupts from the ground. The party members are thrown back by the force. Vines whip through the air violently. One party member gets slammed into the dirt hard. Chen Bo sits on the ground looking furious. He accuses Yan of doing that on purpose. Yan stands calmly. He tells Chen Bo to get it straight. They survive because they work together. Chen Bo gets up and yells at Yan. He calls his skills trash and says a random thief would be better. Yulan steps in looking annoyed. She tells Chen Bo he should be embarrassed enough already. Yan adjusts his gloves. He says that is enough and tells everyone to keep moving. The party runs through the dark forest. Yan leads the way with his dagger drawn. A massive vine whip cracks through the air right behind Yan. He warns everyone to watch out. Yan dodges at the last second. The vine smashes into the ground where he just stood. He spots the trap ahead. Blue energy crackles as he prepares to disarm it. A blue hexagonal barrier appears in front of him. He focuses his energy to break through the defense. He slashes through the barrier with his dagger. The magical shield shatters into pieces. Chen Bo watches in shock. He cannot believe how well this kid plays the thief class. Yulan looks impressed. She notes his trap clearing speed is insanely high. Chen Bo jumps in to clear the traps himself. He says he can do it too. Chen Bo steps right onto a hidden spike trap. He triggers it immediately. The ground opens up beneath him. He falls straight into a pit of spikes. Chen Bo stares at the spikes coming for him. He realizes he is completely screwed. Yan dives in and grabs Chen Bo by the ankle. He pulls him back from the brink. Yan swings Chen Bo out of the pit. He throws him back onto solid ground. Yan looks down at him. He says he has never seen a thief as bad as Chen Bo. Chen Bo gets up and yells at Yan. He accuses him of setting him up. Chen Bo screams that he told him to walk past. He calls Yan an ungrateful bastard. Yan stands over him. He says Chen Bo stepped into the trap himself. He asks if he is playing Shadow Dancer. Chen Bo draws his sword. He yells that he will remember this and challenges Yan to a duel. Chen Bo charges at Yan. He swings his sword wildly. Nyan catches the blade between his fingers. He stops the attack effortlessly. Nyan smirks. He tells Chenbo to bring more people or it will be too boring. Yulan steps in. She tells Chenbo to stop. She says he clearly stepped on the trap himself. Chenbo yells at Yulan. He accuses her of siding with an outsider against her own team. Yulan tells him that is enough. She says Nyan has done nothing wrong. Chenbo laughs bitterly. He says fine. He wants to see how Nyan carries them through the dungeon. Chenbo leaves the party. The system notification confirms he has quit. Yao Yao apologizes to Nyan. She says she did not expect this kind of crap. Nyan says one less troublemaker is better. Nyan realizes he needs to build his own team if he wants to tackle dungeons properly. Yulan steps up to focus on the mission. She says they can discuss the party issues after they clear the dungeon. The scout reports back. The path ahead is blocked by 18 dryads in total. Yulan worries about the numbers. Nyan tells her to relax and that he is not stupid enough to make them fight all at once. Nyan suddenly leaps into action. The party watches in confusion as he dives toward the enemy line. His hand glows with energy as he summons a massive mechanical gauntlet. This is not a standard thief skill. Nyan activates the device. He says it is time to show them what a real pro looks like. Nyan leaps into the air and fires an arrow straight into the cluster of dryads. The arrow splits into 3 separate projectiles mid-flight. The party panics. They think he just aggroed every single dryad at once. Nyan lands and immediately orders Plain Water to move to coordinates 212. Plain Water stammers an okay as the massive tree monsters turn their glowing red eyes toward the group. The dryads roar and charge forward in a terrifying wave of wood and vines. The blonde woman watches in awe. She realizes he used a triple shot technique to pull from 3 different spots. She tells Yao Yao that this kind of skill is usually just a myth. Yao Yao realizes the danger. If one dryad aggros, the whole group follows. She thinks to herself that having a thief this skilled would increase their survival rate by 30%. Nyan dashes through the chaos. He is moving way too fast for a normal player. Nyan shouts at the party. He tells them to stop standing around and start attacking. Nyan leaps up and unleashes a massive lightning strike down onto the monsters. The monsters are stunned by the impact. The party realizes this was all part of his calculated plan. The blonde woman charges in to support Plain Water. She yells that they are done just watching. A massive explosion of light erupts as the party unleashes their skills on the stunned dryads. The blonde woman fights hard. She is impressed by how much control Nyan has over the battlefield. The dryad finally collapses. A golden light floats up from its remains. The blonde woman catches the loot. She is shocked to see a bronze-grade mage glove drop already. Yao Yao asks Nyan how he pulled that off. He just smirks and tells her he promised to carry them. The dryads are everywhere. Their glowing red eyes pierce through the dark forest. Nyan does not hesitate. He charges straight into the fray. The pink-haired girl is in danger again. A massive vine wraps around her waist. The party is overwhelmed. They are surrounded by the forest monsters. Nyan moves like a shadow. He weaves through the attacks without taking a scratch. He looks back with a smirk. He knows exactly what he is doing. We only cleared the first area and already got this much gear. This is just the beginning. The party takes a moment to breathe. They are exhausted but alive. We are heading west. The blonde woman questions the path, but Nyan is confident. The group follows him deeper into the woods. The atmosphere is tense. A flute melody drifts through the air. Nyan spots the source. An old man sits on a rock playing a flute. That is him. Dryad Shepherd Ianpat, the nameless old man, the guardian of this forest. The story unfolds. The dryads and humans once lived in harmony until the dark elves appeared. The dryads went mad and began killing humans. The Green Wind Elder recruited warriors to stop them. The old man warns them. He tells them to leave this place at once before night falls. Nyan steps forward. He says they came here to bring the dryads to justice. The old man reveals the truth. The real culprits are the dark elves from underground. The girls are shocked. They realize Nyan triggered a hidden storyline. The blonde guy is stunned. He cannot believe how strong Nyan has become. Nyan stands before the old shepherd. He says without triggering the storyline, they could not beat the expert dryad king. The old man grabs Nyan by the collar. He is shocked that they actually managed to spot the dark elves. Nyan holds the glowing powder in his hand. The old man tells him to kill them and take back his flute to stop the rampage. Nyan stands on a rock with the party behind him. He tells everyone to follow him now that he has the special item. Nyan leaps down from the high cliff. He moves with incredible speed toward the forest floor below. The party walks through the dark forest. Yao Yao asks if the dark elves are really hiding in the ancient ruins. They arrive at a massive stone bridge. The group moves carefully across the structure. Nyan stops and points to the ground. He says they are going to catch those dark elves like turtles in a jar. Yao Yao looks at Nyan. She asks how he knows exactly where the dark elves are located. Yao Yao gasps in shock. Her eyes widen as she realizes the danger they are in. Yan looks up as purple shadows appear. He tells the party they are already here. Yan stands ready with his blade drawn blue energy swirling around him as he prepares for the next fight. He tells the party they have to take out those two dark elves in one go or they will be extremely hard to catch. The dark elves move through the shadows, their dark forms blending into the rocky terrain. The party walks deeper into the narrow canyon, the high walls closing in around them. Yan throws the revealing dust into the air. He says took the bait. The dust settles on the ground, revealing the hidden forms of the dark elves. The two dark elves are exposed, their true forms now visible to the party. The dark elves panic and start to run. One yells run, they run straight into a trap. A blonde mage and a knight are waiting for them. The dark elves roar and charge at the blonde mage. The knight moves to intercept, his blade flashing as he strikes. The blonde mage unleashes a fire spell, the flames engulfing the dark elf. The dark elf is consumed by the fire, screaming in agony. The blonde woman yells to go help them out. The party charges into battle, attacking the remaining dark elves. A dark elf leaps at Yan, claws extended. Yan dodges the attack, his blade ready to strike. He lands a critical hit on the dark elf, the blade cutting deep. The battle rages on, spells and blades clashing in the narrow canyon. Yan stands over the defeated dark elf. He says, finally got it. Yan holds the flute. He says with this flute they can clear Dryad Forest smoothly. Yao Yao calls out to Nirvana Flame. She says there is something else here. Yao Yao hands Yan a letter. He asks what it is. The letter reveals a plot by the dark elves. A side quest triggers to deliver the secret letter. Yan explains it is a side quest. He says they will hand it in after clearing the forest. The party members smile. They wonder what kind of reward they will get. Yan hands the flute to Plain Water. He says she is the main tank. The party moves out. They are ready for the next fight. The blonde mage comments on Yan. He says the party's attitude changed fast. Yan walks ahead. He looks like an expected party leader. A massive explosion of ice erupts in the forest. The battle begins. The party attacks the Dryad King. Spells and blades clash against the giant monster. A massive vine swings at the party. They dodge the attack. Plain Water blocks the attack with her shield. She says it reduces damage by half. The blonde mage asks Yan for the shield. She says she can challenge harder dungeons. Yan agrees. He says he only needs the thief gear and the Featherfall gem. Yao Yao thanks Yan. She says she will remember his kindness. A massive vine slams down. The ground shakes from the impact. Yan shouts to watch out. He tells everyone to get ready and form up. The Dryad King appears. It is a level 4 Lord monster. The Dryad King's face fills the screen. Its glowing blue eye burns with ancient fury. It roars, "How dare you trespass on my domain?" The massive tree monster swings its huge vine arm straight down. It screams die as it tries to crush Yan into the dirt. Yan does not even flinch. He leans back with impossible speed. The massive wooden fist misses him by an inch. The impact shakes the ground. Yan leaps backward to safety. He is completely untouched by the Lord Monster's rage. The blonde mage watches in total disbelief. She yells, "What? He is only a level 2 thief and he is handling a level 4 Lord so effortlessly." Yan shouts a command. He tells Plain Water to get in position. He needs the tank to hold the aggro. The massive vines sweep across the battlefield. Yan yells at the party to pull back. He needs them to stay out of the direct line of fire. Yan looks intense. He knows the party is in danger. He screams at the mages to start their attack now. Two massive beams of magic energy slam into the monster. Fire and ice crash down from the sky. The combined assault hits the Dryad King hard. The monster roars in pain as the spells tear through its wooden armor.